Well, it's Monday, which means it's time for our weekend box office report, brought to you by our friends at AMC Theatres. Taking the #1 spot for the second weekend in a row is Kung Fu Panda 3, making $21 million, bringing its worldwide total up to just under $200 million. Coming in second place is the newest Coen Brothers movie, Hail Caesar, making $11.4 million. In third spot is The Revenant with $7.1 million. In the #4 position is Star Wars The Force Awakens with $6.9 million, bringing its domestic total up to about $906 million and crossing the $2 billion mark worldwide, becoming only the third film in history to do so. Mark, what stands out to you about this week's box office report?
Man, I mean, Star Wars bombed only $6.9 million. That movie cost a lot of money to make. I'm a little surprised that Hail Caesar didn't make more money than it did. I know it's not that kind of blockbustery movie, but it does have the name of the Coen Brothers, and it does have a lot of big stars on the poster. So I'm shocked to see it do only $11 million. Kung Fu Panda holding on fairly strong. I think it's a little bit more than a 50% drop from week 1 to week 2. That's the animated movie that kids want to see. Sorry, Norm of the North. So it's nice to see Kung Fu Panda out comfortably. The choice I didn't really think would do that well. And Hail Caesar, it was a little disappointing. I didn't like the movie that much, but it was okay. So I thought more people would go check it out.
I think Hail Caesar is one of those films, though. I mean, Kung Fu Panda 3 winning, no surprise. But I think Hail Caesar is one of those films where, it was like in my top 2 or 3, maybe top 4 or 5. I can't remember exactly, but one of my most anticipated films of the year. Because I love the Coen Brothers. I thought the trailers looked awesome and hilarious. But you could tell it was one of those movies, for it to do well, it was going to need that big, like what Django Unchained got. It was going to need that big positive word of mouth push, And it didn't really get that, and I'll be honest with you, it didn't really deserve it. I walked out disappointed. It was one of my most anticipated films of the year. It is certainly not a bad film. It's not a bad film. It's not. But it was nowhere near what I was hoping it would be. I actually felt it was lacking a little bit. What does surprise me a little bit, I didn't expect to be in the top 3, maybe not even the top 4. I'm a little bit surprised that Pride and Prejudice and Zombies didn't get in the top 5 in its opening week. Wow. Because I'm going to tell you this right now. Had you told me a month ago, hey, John, on the same day, you're going to see Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and you're going to see Hail Caesar by the Coen Brothers, and you're going to end up liking Pride and Prejudice and Zombies more, I might have punched you in the mouth.
He did.
I'm going to tell you, I sat and watched Pride and Prejudice and Zombies expecting nothing. I had a good time with it. I thought it was a fun little movie. I really honestly did. And so if you get a chance, you won't have to worry about lines. You won't have to worry about a crowded theater. But if you get a chance this week, and you might have to see it this week because it may not last much longer than that, I'm going to recommend people check out Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to say it was a great movie, but it was a lot better than I thought it would be. So I thought it would be in the top 5.
Wow.
What about you, Schnepp? What says it to you about the box office?
I had no
report?
idea that Pride and Prejudice and Zombies even opened, because you guys went and saw it, and I was like, oh, you guys must be seeing it like a couple weeks before it opens, because it was so off my radar. And it's obviously off everyone else's radar. What did it open up, like 8th or 9th or something?
No, it came in 6th.
Okay.
Came in 6th, but I mean...
You wouldn't want to, the choice beat it. I don't even know what the choice is.
It's like Nicholas Sparks.
The people's choice.
Nicholas Sparks,
it's another one of
Maybe
those
the scariest of all the zombies is Nicholas Sparks. Just keeps coming back to haunt us.
Is it better than Lincoln Werewolf Killer, whatever that was?
Like
Zombie Friends?
But you got to think that's one of the reasons it might have sunk Pride and Prejudice and Zombies a little bit. Is because Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, great premise going into it. It's a horrible movie. So this movie, it's based on a novel by the same person who wrote the Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter one. But other than that, we had seen the trailers here at Collider or watched them in the office. I didn't see a lot of buzz on this on TV at all. It was all Deadpool and Zoolander and some Hail Caesar, some Kung Fu Panda. I don't know that I've seen one ad on TV for PP&Z.
No, I saw one, and it was just like like what we'd already seen in the trailer, and it really does have that stink on it from Abraham Lincoln.
It really does.
It's like a poop storm. That thing was like so bad that anything for the next 10 years that's like it will fail.
It's like Pigpen and Peanuts. You know?
Wait, what do you mean?
But yeah, it's like Dennis and I and Wendy saw it with you and Christian, and like we kind of went our different ways after the movie was done. But me and Dennis and Wendy all walked out and we were like, that was good. Yeah, it was like much better than we were expecting.
Yeah, the other thing that sticks out to me is Revenant and Star Wars. I mean, they're like
hanging in there.
And Revenant's been ahead of Star Wars by like 1 million for the last 3 weeks. It's just weird. I was like, what happened to the Hateful Eight? I know I keep bringing that up, but it's like it's that other winter western that just like got demolished, and now it's like, oh, everyone wants to see Leo get messed up by that bear. It's like
everyone wants to see that bear.
Everyone wants that. It's worth it.
Seriously, watching the Super Bowl yesterday. The Jungle Book ad comes on, and you see Baloo, and Anne goes, wow, that Revenant bear is getting a lot of work. And we're like, yes,
That's a good one.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Hey guys, if you like this clip, click here to watch the entire episode. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel because it'll help you stay up to date with all the stuff we've got going on here at Collider.